Ah, shit. Fuck. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it, guys? At least for this little section of our little channel, a little soapbox in the wind. Anyway, I was bored. I decided to check out a bunch of different videos. I was like, you know what? What's on the internet today? What's on the internet today? I was thinking of what I could bullshit about, and I was thinking, you know, I can call out religious bullshit, which I actually kind of do. I think I might do 2 batches of videos. One for tomorrow, recorded tonight, but tomorrow, and then maybe one scheduled at a different date. But anyway, I actually figured out how to get my mic to sound mono instead of like to the left. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, nigga. Oh shit. Oh, uh-oh. I think I just embraced some of that counterculture, you know what I'm saying? Get some of that ASMR too. Hold on. Hear the sizzle? Of course you can't. Yeah, that's good sizzle. Get some of that ASMR. Anyway, let's get Paul Joseph Watson's fat ugly face out of here. Don't worry, we're not starting with him. We're not going to go off the deep end first. We're going to start with a little batch of PragerU. Because, you know, why not start with PragerU? Let's go a little easy. But before we begin, I need to smoke a little, so I think I'm going to do that. And then I have some of Not Your Father's Mountain Ale Citrus Brew. And this is basically like Mountain Dew, but it's not overly sweet like Mountain Dew. And like the sweetness is actually like good, like what Mountain Dew should be. Is this weird? Like, I think I found my new Mountain Dew. Like, fuck Mountain Dew. This is like the new Mountain Dew to me, dude. I mean, I won't drink it like Mountain Dew, but damn it, I mean, when I'm partaking in the quench, you know what I mean? And I need to quench it. Damn it, I'm going for this. Anyway. It's really late at night. I also don't even know why I'm doing this, but I just felt like ranting on some shit, so why not do it any other way than this way? So I'm loading this bowl here. Thought I'd tell you some little news. So, well, 2 things here. First one is my friend has officially moved back to Montana. You might know him in my streams as Rip City Baseworks, and we got some good news. I'm going to get his desktop here, so that means this whole thing that we got going on right now is just gonna get a whole upgrade. Like, actually, what am I doing? Let's go back to, oops, there we go. Here we go. All right, so this like whole setup here, like, this is the screen that you guys see. You know, you got, the space and shit. Like, I'm actually going to upgrade from OBS to probably something better. So, I don't know what yet. Just going to delve into it. I'm also going to check out Discord because a lot of people in here seem to got a lot of interesting ideas and stuff to talk about. In fact, let me just plop up that Discord. There we go. Bam, bitch. Oh, by the way, here is the official but still work in progress Discord of our future Discord. There's nothing going on here. Carl Rove and Joe Malloy, my 2 friends here, they've and my 2 wrenches, they have came on here. I'm saying that really horrible way. I don't know why. I think this Mountain Ale probably got to me a little bit here. But anyway, they popped in. No one else has yet because I have not released the Discord thingy, but these two glorious gentlemen here are allowed to invite anyone as they wish. So, Discord and shit, with it coming soon, you see I need work done, so, like, let's just look at the Deep Fat Fried Discord for a second. What looks better? They, like, got, like, look at this beautiful shit that got going on here. I'm not going to stay on here long, but I mean, you see what's going on in there. Looks beautiful. Oh, oops. But it's like, damn, son, you know, where's that quality? Where's these qualities memes, dude? Like, we got a long time before it gets to even that remote level of status, but, you know, we can make it our own little thing, you know? We got our own little hub. That's all that matters. It's our own little hub. Shit posts, do some memes and shit. Hell yeah, dude. Even if there's like 40 people, I don't give a fuck. We'll make our own little homestead, dude. We'll make it like a little village, and we'll like prosper it and make it grow. Like, I want to figure out Discord and shit. Like, I kind of get the basics, but damn it, I need to like, I want to make it like a full out thing. I want to make it a big deal. Like, Discord needs to be a essential component for what we are going to be doing in the future. But that's just one thing. And second is, I got a weekend little trip going on, so I will be gone for a little bit, which is why I'm doing these videos in the first place, is so I at least got something you guys can have and enjoy and take in and love. Even though you're probably not loving the 7 minutes of banter, this is like what I do for streaming, not for recording videos. You think I'd just be like right up on there. Yep, I got it. No, this is off the cuff, dude. I don't give a shit. I do these recorded videos like I do my streams. I just do it off the cuff. I mean, all these videos here, I literally just pulled like 5 sec. Well, I guess like 7.5 minutes ago. So I mean, you know, I just do it. If I'm bored and I'm feeling like it, I do it, dude. That's not like, you know, I got nothing big going on right now, so might as well, dude. Just be real fit, say fuck it, let's just do it. Whatever pops in my mind, pops in my mind. But I thought, you know, I haven't really took my stabs at PragerU, so I thought we check out 2 videos. A Nation of Immigrants and Should We Ban Plastic Straws? So, honestly, the second one was more funny, so I just wanted to see what they said. I want to see if they're like, banning plastic straws, totally against my freedom. So, I feel like that's what's going to happen, but who knows, dude. The worst of Bernie Sanders, fuck out of here, dude. Photoshop his ass to the crazy scientist from Back to the Future. Bitch. You can't fool me. I know he has hair like that, but damn it. He takes pride in that shit. He takes pride in that hair. That's my tort area. Light. That was the light. And now she. Okay, whatever. Now we shall begin. I combined we and shall into schwau or whatever the fuck I was trying to say. Oh, fuck. There's like, dude, goddamn ants, dude. Like, if I had my cam working, which I think the desktop I will upgrade with the camera eventually. But, dude, these fucking, dude, like, we have ants, and they are just the most awful fucking things ever, dude. Like, it'll only be like 1 or 2 of them. Just 1 or 2 of them. Just chilling out, doing their own thing. On my desk. It's like, there's no food up here. Fuck off. Like, there's no food around here. You can just fuck right off into Neverland or into the dirt where you belong, you fuck. You collectivist hive mind bastard with no thought process or emotional thought. Wow, you can really tell I don't give a fuck tonight. Anyway, let's begin. Play, you faggot.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. These poetic lines, engraved on a bronze plaque beneath the Statue of Liberty, speak to who we are, a nation of immigrants.
Yeah, so I like that premise. I like that. I agree with, what's going on with that plaque on the Statue of Liberty. I wish we followed it a little better, or at least had policy that was more keen to that, or at least respected it more.
Until now. As Senate Democrat Chuck
Schumer
lamented, tears are running down the cheeks of the Statue of Liberty. We've turned our backs on those huddled masses, closed our borders, separated families, hardened our hearts.
Yeah, because we've been doing that. Your point, he said that as obviously a metaphor to that plaque bringing your disheveled and you're impoverished and, you're weak and hungry and shit, or, whatever it actually really says. And to be fair, I actually don't know what it all exactly says. I mean, it was on here. I mean, where are we? Like, what, 30 seconds in? Yeah, there it was. Your
huddled masses.
Yeah, like this quote. Yeah, like, I mean, he's making a metaphor that this was on the plaque. And yeah, it isn't really like that anymore. Well, it is, but selective. And I'm saying that because we got policy that's going against let's just look at this whole Muslim ban thing. Like, that is pretty obviously selective. Granted, there's an actual, understanding. Like, I could get why you would restrict immigration there, but I'm not against that. Like, I'm not against having stricter immigration policies for certain regions and nations that have particularly high, high volumes of terroristic threats, like ISIS and shit that was going on in Syria, whatever. But that doesn't mean we still can't bring in the people who are generally coming here to escape that shit. We could still do that, We can still have a principled view and just a blanket, all right, well, you're a family who lost your father and your uncle to a fucking, gas attack or some shit. Or, to ISIS taking over your family and you all had to flee and your fucking dad and uncle had to fight, to make sure you all escaped. And now you fled to a refuge, with the rest of the village. And then, fucking fled to Germany or, fucking Britain or whatever the fuck. Like, those type of people we should be bringing in. And I honestly think the U.S. should bring in more of those people, even from Europe. But the people that are genuine threats, yeah, we should. They're I can guarantee you this is all what we're going to be talking about here. I'm just kind of laying down my views here just in case anyone wants to be like, straw man, nope.
Hearts.
But, look, because for me, immigration isn't that, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I'm far more moderate than, I guess you would say my lefty counterparts would be. Because I think it's okay to have fucking, restrictive policies for places that are more dangerous or more susceptible to having people who are prone to the type of violence that we have been seeing over there. Especially with fundamentalism. But let's just look again back with this whole Islamic immigration refugee crisis and shit, which I don't know how much this film. Wow, I'm getting hiccups all of a sudden or whatever the fuck's going on, I don't know. But whatever this little video is going to get into, I don't know how much it's going to get into about Islamic immigration, but with that, can we at least acknowledge that with the funding that we give Saudi Arabia and the deals that they have with European nations where they will not take in refugees, but instead help the refugee crisis by building mosques and communication or community centers for the refugees and shit, where Saudi Arabia happens to be a Salafi Wahhabist state, which also happens to be a similar ideology to ISIS, which is a very radical fundamentalist jihadist view. So there's a whole systemic problem creating this crisis in the first place. And I'm curious as to where this video is gonna say what the problems are, but I think it's just that we need far more better policies aligned to open up, to places where we know where there's ain't gonna be issues. Like we can, like I don't mind having more open borders of Europe and shit. But, to have more moderate and restrictive policies to, Mexico and Middle East and all these other places and shit where there is more violence and more prone to radical ideologies that could potentially push violence in our own states and shit. I don't see a problem with that. It's not, that's not an issue with me. But to say that we're just going to outright ban a country from coming in, like with this whole Muslim ban or whatever. No, like, we shouldn't just ban someone from entering dirt. Yeah, you're not allowed to enter on my dirt. Stay on your dirt where you can't even, like, live off it. Okay, sure. I can't live off my dirt for a little bit, so you can't, open up your chunk of dirt for a little bit until, the situation over at my plot of dirt is taken care of a little bit and stabilized and shit. Nope, guess not.
Or so you would think if...
I like how I just kind of assumed most of the arguments of this video already. Not that I'm trying to, but, I mean, I'm just, making off my main argument about immigration. I might as well, have at least my view before we truly get into what the details and the nitty-gritty of this video. So at least... people have a basic understanding of my view before we get into this. Anyway, it's always a good idea.
If you only read the headlines or watch TV news. Just one problem. It's not true.
Not true? All right. Well, before I just... I'll hear you out. Okay. All right. Have a tendency to want to be just like, what, impulsive, but all right, you know what? I'm gonna withhold my thoughts here. I'm gonna let you, let this, you just brought it to a simmer. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you can do.
The United States still maintains the most generous immigration policies in the world.
I literally was just talking about the Muslim ban. Okay, well, generous. Okay, so, all right, we're the most generous policy. Then how come we literally had a Muslim ban? And how come European countries are far more open to refugees than we are? I'm sorry, but that I don't know if I need to make another point, because that point just blows this whole generosity idea out of the ballpark. Not to mention how harsh we are on the Mexican-American border, which has different factors affecting that chunk of this whole big immigration quote problem. But I digress.
Generous to a fault, because the overwhelming numbers have stymied our ability to assimilate the huddled masses. 50 million residents of America are foreign-born. In fact, today the United States has more immigrants as a percentage of its total population than at any time since 1890.
Okay.
That's why, to give one illustration, 176 different languages are spoken among students in the New York City school system. How did we get here? For starters, America grants permanent residence to 1 million people every single year. And that's just the tip of the iceberg because of something you've probably heard referred to as chain migration. Chain migration allows immigrants to sponsor not only their immediate family, parents, spouses, and...
What, so taking your family with you? Like, yeah, children as spouses? Yeah, because what's wrong with taking if you're just going to, like, leave your family behind with you? I mean, come on. No, like, there's this chain migration thing. Like, what total example would there be of this? Because I haven't seen it. I've seen, like, people who I have friends who have been Mexican who have families who've moved here, and then they have their children here and shit. And that's about as far as this whole chain migration thing I've ever seen it get. And they have generally have a lot of their family out in Mexico still, or have just moved elsewhere, parts in the same city or shit. So what's the problem? I mean, most of these people are generally, wanting to be hardworking people, that build in and give into the economy just like anyone else. So I don't see a problem. It's like, ooh, chain migration, where a bunch of them come over at the same time, all at once as a family unit. Oh. Okay. Because you're just not going to leave family behind, right? I thought you were the party for family values. I thought you wanted families to be together and to prosper and to be all happy and together and shit. So wait, now you want families to not be together and to just be split up? So what? Confusing. You're confusing me with your whole values here.
Children under age 21, but much of their extended family once they gain citizenship. Unmarried adult children and any children they might have. Married adult children and their children. And brothers and sisters and their children. Princeton University researchers, using the most recently available data, found that immigrants sponsored an average of 3.45 additional relatives each. So the 1 million immigrants granted permanent residence each year potentially adds, over time, another 3.5 million. In addition,
Okay, well, honestly, citation needed for all of this, by the way, because I find these exacerbated millions numbers to just be ridiculous.
Estimated 100,000 refugees and asylum seekers, people who claim to be...
Which is far lower than the millions that Europe takes in. So that number should be a little higher, to be honest, considering the large amount of space that we got compared to Europe. Just saying. And we can do it far more reasonably, where we can make sure fundamentalists are not taken in, and people who are actually seeking asylum and trying to get away from this violence and just want to build a life for themselves again, or at least just, stay temporarily in a safe place until they can go back home and rebuild.
Fleeing political or personal strife abroad enter the country annually. From 2008 to 2017, the U.S. gave green cards to well over 1 million people for humanitarian reasons, allowing them to live.
Ooh, so scary. Humanitarian reasons. Yeah, because there's humanitarian crises, and shouldn't we help our fellow man with that? What's wrong with that? I like how they're saying they're putting the subtlety of like, ooh, this is all bad. Green cards for people who, have countries who flee from them that are part of humanitarian crises and shit from all over the world. Good. Those are the people who should be taken in the most, are the people that are going in places that are suffering the most and shit. Like, if there's a famine going on, oh, by the way, there is one in Yemen, by the way, and shit like that, should we take those people in so there is a place where they can be safe and have a place to feed themselves until they can go back home where things get more stable and they can go back? Or if they want to live here because they think they can make a better life for themselves here, by all means. I mean, honestly, this should be more case-by-case basis, a basis, like this whole generalization, like, ooh, they're all, these drug, murderers and drug dealers out to get us, taking our jobs too at the same time. Like, oh my god. So I find, like, this is what I mean, like, to me, whenever I hear this shit, I don't see this as a big deal. Or at least not as a big deal as they perpetrate it out to be. Sure, there are problems with immigration right now because our policy is pretty fucked in many ways. And, like, there's places where it's too lax. There's places where it's too strict. There's places where there's just loopholes so people could get away with shit anyway. I mean, we need, like, if anything, you could probably call myself an immigration reformist because I'm pretty moderate with it. Like, it's not one of the things I'm, like, ultra-lefty or ultra-right-wing about. I mean, because there's things you can just be reasonable and debate with. This is something I don't mind debating with people with. Like, all right, you know, like I'll be open with having this conversation with somebody someday, like, or you know, in the future, like if we ever have debates and shit, and if someone wants to have a debate, I'll be like, all right, you know, what's your immigration policy? Here's mine. All right, let's go back and forth. Here's like some facts about what's going on now. Here's why I would change it and shit like that. And you know, here's my philosophy as to why I, you know, I mean, I already kind of went over it a little bit anyway, but like I find it funny how they swap it, or they flip it around to be like this fear mongering fucking, you know, fact about like, oh, they're all out, you know, flooding our country. Ugh. Not even though, because Obama was known as the deporter in chief. So I mean, he deported more than Bush, and we have yet to see how many Trump's going to deport in his one single term. So I mean, we already know that he's doing a lot of them right now in his first year. So who knows? But you know, like I don't think we have this as severe of an immigration problem as we do PragerU. So this whole fear-mongering thing that you're doing here is pretty funny and ridiculous. And like half of the shit you've said so far, I literally don't mind that much, really.
And work
like
here.
this right here, I really don't mind this at all. Like this is actually a good thing to me. Like we should be helping people with humanitarian crises and shit. And like not only taking people who need help, you know, to flee the area, but also go there to help them. And I don't mean it in this stereotypical American, we're going to bring freedom and democracy and then bomb the fuck out of them until we find oil. Nah, like I actually mean like give them, you know, food, you know, get building materials to help start, you know, rebuilding some infrastructure and start, you know, getting their shit back on track a little bit. You know, not, you don't need to like do everything for them, but, you know, give them that extra crutch because they're going to need it when they're fucked up. For example, like Puerto Rico, which by the way is an American territory, so helping fellow Americans, I guess that's not under the American trademark of, you know, fucking American values there. Don't help fellow Americans, okay. Throw that out the window.
Permanently. After 5 years, they can apply for full citizenship. We're not done yet. In that same time frame, nearly 500,000 more people came to America through the Diversity Visa Lottery, a program designed to admit more people from underrepresented countries into the U.S. Diversity visa applicants don't need a high school education, job skills, or pretty much anything. And thanks again to chain migration, spouses and unmarried children.
All right. If that's true, which I take with a fat grain of Paul's ego, or salt, I prefer Paul, then, okay, point taken. Then let's either instill a program where they go to, in the middle of them becoming a citizen in this lottery, where they get to learn a job, trade skill, and have some, and get a basic education. Let's just offer that. Like we do that for high school students in colleges. Let's just have a program for them to do that and get it implemented. There's nothing wrong with that. Like we have various different education programs implemented. I mean, what's wrong with adding this? That doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. It sounds like you would be encouraging job growth a little bit, with especially higher skill trade jobs, with if you train them to do that. You don't have, like, you could train them to do a basic maintenance job or some shit like that, you know, then with the program of the education program and shit, let them learn something higher. And if they get an intern at a better place, get a better wage and shit, that just sounds like a benefit to me. So I just kind of flipped this whole make it a fear-mongering thing into kind of a good thing. It sounds like a good thing to me. So, I don't know. Just saying. I feel like we can make immigration a benefit. It just seems like because they're from a different country or from, you know, like, what'd she say? Fucking
Diversity.
Like, what was it? Underrepresented countries. Underrepresented. Oh. Ooh. Like, okay, so what? I mean, again, my point from before applies.
Countries into the U.S. Diversity visa applicants don't need a high school education, job skills, or pretty much anything. And
again, instill programs where you make them, go through a trade program to become a citizen, and go through an education program to become a citizen. Like I was saying before, you make them do it. If they don't want to do it, then I guess they don't want to be a citizen. Then you have to incentivize it. If you want to be a citizen here, you gotta do this. You need to have something to offer back. You can't just come here. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not an unreasonable thing to ask. It's also not unreasonable to just say, hey, abide by our basic cultural and laws and standards. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Thanks again to chain migration. Spouses and unmarried children under
The chain
21
migration
of visa
thing
lottery
again.
winners also get to come to America. This nonstop flow
Because they're
of
family, and they're, why shouldn't they be allowed to see their fucking family? Ooh, you can't. Ooh, they get to see family members. Ah, scary. And they might stay here too. Ah! Oh, man, this is funny. I like the fear-mongering that PragerU likes to do every now and then. I'm going to watch a little more of this, and good God, we'll see what they think about plastic straws after this.
illegal immigrants based on family ties instead of skills, abilities, and allegiance to American values.
Which are? I challenge you, lady, to tell me what American values are, because I'm sure they're different with every fucking person you talk to.
Has of course been supplemented by millions who enter the country illegally and stay illegally. Dominant media
Okay,
outlets
like who?
use the euphemism
I mean, like, I know there is genuine, like, illegal immigration going on. I just want, like, no one ever seems to really find actual statistics or facts about it. So I just want to be like, all right, where is it? Yeah, like, you, especially the right here, likes to claim that there's a lot of it going on. I mean, they got statistics and facts, like, backed up by, like, by a government agency or by a peer-researched study about it. Like, got something? I mean, come on. Just saying. I mean, I know there is, and I acknowledge that there is undocumented and illegal immigration that does happen. But I'm curious how severe it truly is.
documented, but the
Because I really don't think it's that severe.
official U.S. government term used in federal statutes is illegal alien, an unlawful entrant who came without permission and stays in open defiance of our laws. The number of illegal aliens in the country is usually given as 11 million. But have you noticed that number never seems to change? Common sense suggests it's higher, much higher.
Okay, give me a number, 11 million illegals, okay. And it's meant to be higher? There's like 330 million people in this country. You're saying that like 11 million or more are fucking illegal? That's pretty, I mean, that's not a huge chunk, but that's a nice little snippet of the country there you're claiming that are just illegally here. Fuck.
And though illegal aliens themselves don't qualify for welfare, they receive free health care in our clinics and hospitals. And through their...
No, they don't. Okay, that's just bullshit. If normal citizens can't even receive free health care, then not even the illegal aliens can receive free health care. That's just bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. Fuck off. Fuck right off with that. Oh my god. Just shut up. Okay. I'm gonna hear more of this insipid bullshit, and I just want to continue, and then we're gonna move on, because oh my god. They receive free health care. 3 million, what was it, like 3 million people or 1 million? Or, I think it was either like 1.5 million or like 3 million people lost their health care with the new healthcare bill and shit. And 38 to 45,000 people die every year due to a lack of health care. And medical bankruptcy is the #1 form of bankruptcy, so you can just shove that right up your fucking ass, PragerU, you dumb, retarded, fucking fraudulent shithead. Fuck off.
American-born children, they can expect to receive all manner of benefits, cash aid, food stamps, and housing vouchers. Their children are entitled to a free education in public schools.
Just like any other fucking child. I'm sure. Like, they don't get a free lunch, though. But they, but elementary school and high school, public, elementary and high school and middle school and all, all that is free. So, yeah, they're just getting the same benefits as anyone else does here with those. So, with that, they're just getting the same benefit as any other citizen would, which, honestly, I don't see a problem with that. Even if you're a tourist here or some shit, you should have the same standard as a natural citizen. You're still visiting here. The laws apply to you just as much as everyone else does. So, I think the same standard should apply, right? I think so. I don't know about you. I don't treat humans, on different hierarchies just because of their status or whatever the fuck.
Building a high-tech border barrier would certainly help stem this flow. Ending chain
Not really.
migration is another obvious remedy.
That's so family values, throw that out the window. Okay, nice. Like to see that you support family values.
E-Verify, the national database that allows employers to check workers' immigration status, is also essential. So is a fully functioning entry-exit system to track visa overstayers. But all solutions will ultimately fail unless we get control of the numbers and enforce our laws consistently. It's Sovereignty 101.
Okay, I don't necessarily agree with that. But goddamn, the way you said that, it was just fucking annoying. Alright, I think I get the rest of what you're going to be saying here. Sovereignty 101, you must, follow the laws and we must enforce them, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Alright, I get it, Mr. Mr. Mrs. Who? Michelle Macklin? Let's just read some of these comments here. When Mexico deports Hondurans, border security. When Americans do the same, racism. Got it. But who's saying that? What? Trump. I'm against illegal immigration. Mainstream media. Trump. I'm against immigration. Excuse me. If you can actually point to me where he said illegal, quote, specifically, or just immigration. I'm sure he said, but, well, whoops. What did I just do? I did something. I guess I didn't. Whatever. I was done with that video anyway. Okay, well, I'm going to take a quick hit after that. Well, that video, I think I agreed with like 40% of what it said, but 60% of it I just found insipid. Well, actually, I found 100% of it insipid, but I think 40% of it was alright. And the rest of it was just, oh my god, fuck off. And that, oh my god, that healthcare, whatever the fuck that claim was, oh my god, what fucking dog shit. Literally citation needed, faggot. Like, I want literal proof of that fucking shit. I want to see actual proof. Because that is bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. Like, literally fake news. Fuck off. Anyway, I'm gonna take a hit and get some more of this mountain ale in me because I think I got a peak here. I think I'm starting to hit a peak. I wanna expand onto that. I want to expand onto the mountain's peak with this ale. Yeah. I might have to crack open another one, do some extra ASMR. You know what I'm saying? Get a little extra fizzle. I should just thought of an idea. So, while I'm in between everything, I think we can play some music in the background while we just kind of just do our thing here. Here we go. I'll just put it kind of off in the background. You don't need to mind it. But anyway, what was I talking about? It doesn't even matter. Okay. Okay, that's a little loud, actually. Never mind. That's really... Okay, that was actually more distracted than I thought it was going to be. I was just like, in the music. But should we ban plastic straws? Let's find out.
What's up, guys? This is Will Whip from PragerU. Today we're in beautiful Santa Barbara, and we're going to be asking
And I look like a faggot?
people about plastic straws and should they be banned. Should plastic straws be banned?
Hell yeah, they should.
Should we ban plastic straws?
Absolutely.
Do you think we should ban plastic straws?
I do,
Why do you think that?
because they're bad for the environment and they cause a lot of pollution. They kill the baby sea turtles.
What else should we ban to help save the environment?
Oh my goodness. Come up with a better idea for like plastic lids on to-go cups, and
Paper lids.
paper lids would be great.
What do you guys do to help eliminate your carbon footprint?
Recycle.
Wow.
Well, okay, well, this video... Alright, well... I guess I can kind of see what they're trying to do with the video. Look at these liberals explain how they try to ban plastic straws, blah, blah, blah. And it's like... I mean... They're just everyday people. You expect a fucking philosophical answer? Like, goddamn. But anyway, digress from that. But all right, well, the guy actually seems kind of chill about it, so whatever. But I mean, helping reduce carbon footprint, recycling does help, yeah. So walking in the street like you beautiful ladies are doing, yeah, that helps. Walking doesn't do it because you're not driving or anything like that. I see a bike back there. Someone else is doing reducing their carbon footprint with that bike. I mean, there's ways to do it. I mean, granted, you alone ain't gonna be able to fix the fucking world with it, but collectively, it's you can at least help stem some of it. Of course, it ain't gonna resolve it, but it can help, benefit to that whole global process of fixing fucking climate change, which is, the whole theme of this video, banning plastic straws. Like, yeah, they killed the baby sea turtles. Yeah, well, they kill other sea creatures too. Not to mention the fucking Texas-sized fucking garbage island that we've made over, the years. Not just the U.S., but Japan, China, Korea, too. And, like, Vietnam, I'm sure, as well. Philippines, all these other Pacific island nations and countries and all this shit, especially, at least the industrialized ones. I mean, that's fucked. We should definitely be doing something about that. That's harmful. Like, that's a human impact. And guess what? It affects the whole climate in an ecosystem. Not to mention the heating of the oceans messes up and the more carbon in the oceans, that fucks up the ecosystem with that as well, which, like, oh my god, I can't even try to explain it off the top of my mind, but I mean, you get the point. Like, these affect, like, there's many factors to it where added all together makes a big fucking problem. So, while it seems pretty frivolous to ban plastic straws, it's a pretty good start. We should go a lot more farther, but it's something, right?
Heartwarming. What else could we do to help fix
Oh shit, dude. Whoa, who's this dude?
the environment?
I think, what I've been seeing in different places, people have just been planting fruit trees in public streets, and that's dope.
In the ocean.
That's dope. Alright. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I could agree. That's something you could do. You got a park, hey, plant a fruit tree there. Once it blooms up and, bears some fruit and harvest and shit, hey, people could pick a fruit. Have a fresh fruit. Why not? Yeah, I mean, honestly, is it is this video supporting a ban for it? Because, while they all seem to not, be, quote, great, example or great, reasons why you should, collectively, if you really, because This whole thing is a more bigger picture. Like, you can't just look, why has to be ban plastic straws? Like, ugh, you know, just look, you know, basically right through the little hole of the straw instead of like, looking for this whole big fucking picture of the whole restaurant instead. Like, look at the whole thing because it provides a more bigger impact. I thought it provided a little metaphor of restaurants because, you know, looking through a straw, you know, while you're waiting for your food or some shit, but you look up, see the whole fucking restaurant. You get with a fuck off, you know what I mean?
If you cut open a fish, I saw like an article about this, and like all that's inside them are plastic straws.
Should businesses...
Well, not just plastic straw. She actually, okay, she was actually a good one. She was mentioning, she didn't like specify source, but she was mentioning how she looked at, you know, an article about it. So, all right, well, at least we know there's an article about it out there. We can try to hunt it down. Starts a search. So, hey, at least that's a little bit more of an informative answer than what most of these people have been saying. But, you know, it's still, I still think these are all right answers. And, fair, you know, I don't think there's, unless you're, I guess there is a wrong answer. I was about to say, I don't think there's a wrong answer for this, but I actually think there's probably wrong answers for this. But, I mean, you know, like, I think most people have a genuine good understanding and good reasons as to why they would do things like this. And, you know, I've even have anecdotal stories talking with people about this, and they all think it's a relatively decent idea. Like, hey, why not, right? I mean, there's other alternatives, and plus, you know, you got your fucking mouth anyway. Just put it right up against the side of the freaking cup. You know, angle up. Proceed to sip. Swallow. Put cup down. Like, you know, just taking a straw and just, you know, whatever. It's like no big difference to me. Like, big whoop. I don't really use straws anyway, so it's like, whatever. But, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what's going on with me anymore. I just knew, like, but whatever. That dude was pretty freaking weird, pretty weird looking dope. That guy was a badass, actually. Let's go back at what did the dude look like? That wasn't
It's
her.
inside all this in the ocean.
was
If you
that.
cut open a fish, I saw like an article about this, and like all that's inside them are plastic straws.
Should businesses be able to choose whether or not to use plastic, or should the government just tell them they can't use it?
I think the government should tell them we should stop using plastic.
Think about it.
I agree with that. Sorry, but certain things a private corporation shouldn't just decide. And also that goes into other for arguments and topics that I can get into as well. Free speech. Anyway, no, well, we're going back to this guy. But yeah, when it comes to plastic and certain things like this, yeah, I think the government should probably take a more better look at that than a private corporation. I mean, why do you think we have, or I guess had, because it got handcuffed the fuck out of with coal lobbyists? Well, I guess Scott Pruitt was too, but now there's another one in there. I don't even know who his name is. His coal lobbyist number, model number 826483C. That's who the new head of the EPA is. It's just basically another coal lobbyist. But anyway, digressing. We're back to the badass looking guy.
Like, people could eat fruit for free. Like, planted by the state. Trees planted by the state. They could eat fruit. Homeless people could eat fruit. And it's giving oxygen into the air.
So the government pays for the fruit trees?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
And what do you think's worse?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, like, what's wrong with this? What's weird? What I don't find anything wrong with this.
Plastic straws here, or people coming into this country illegally?
Oh my god, plastic straws!
Think?
that isn't all yet.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is the best alternative to plastic straws?
Well, the place that I work, we started using...
I just literally made one. Like this bottle I have in my hand. I take it, I put this bottle up against my lips like this. You can also do that too. And then you take a sip. That is an alternative. So, wah.
paper straws, and a lot of people have an issue with paper straws because they're...
What about like aluminum straws or some shit? Like a reusable straw that you can have that's like a metal one or something like that. Like have it as actual like silverware, like with Like when they bring out the silverware at restaurants, like they have the knife, the spoon, or the fork. Usually there's no spoon, but sometimes some restaurants do have a metal straw with it too. Why not do that? What's the problem with that? I mean, make it like a utensil as part of your silverware. You know, where it's, I mean, there's plenty of alternatives. I mean, I guess there's not plenty, but there's paper alternatives, there's, you know, biodegradable alternatives, there's metal alternatives, there's various different alternatives. So, bruh, how is any of this bad, PragerU?
Soggy.
Soggy.
What do you think's a bigger priority to stop? Plastic straws or illegal immigration?
A bigger priority. I would say straws.
No, let's just see some of these comments. I just want to find out, dude. The guy in the leather is hatting on straws while carrying a plastic water bottle that takes up the equivalent of 8 straws to make. You can reuse the water bottle too. You know that, right? All the left does is fight fake evil, so they make his life miserable, less fun. Just like Prager says, everything the left said, oh, fuck off, dude. That's not even... What? Without plastic straws, I won't be able to drink my big gulp while driving. I have to take off the lid, take a sip from the cup, end up spilling myself and crashing my... You don't have to take up the lid, you dipshit! Dude, you know there's lids that have, like, a little, like, top piece where you can, like, open up and then drink, or you can, like, slide it over and there's a little hole you can take a sip out of the lid? You fucking retard. Do you not know of those type of lids in cup beverages? You fucking moron. Oh my god. The right is insipidly stupid, dude. Oh my god. Oops. What do we got? Oh. Alright. I think I'm gonna do 3 video blocks, actually. Or do I? Do I want to? What do we got? Yeah, you know what? You know what? Nah, I'll do 2. Alright. Red Ice host pitches white nationalism. Oh boy. Well, I can't wait to hear this. Oh, by the way, actually, hold on. Here, let me expand this so you can kind of see this more. In fact, let me also change my perspective. There we go. Here, and then let me expand this some more for you. Look at this. Certain features have been disabled for this video. Hold on. Let me expand it some more so you can see it. Now, IGNARISM, you're going in the background. There you go. In response to user reports, we have disabled some features such as comments, sharing, and suggested videos because the video contains content that might be inappropriate or offensive to some audiences. Sugar Bang. Isn't that adorable? Oh, fuck. Whoa. What's going on here? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so here, let me just refresh. Let me just hit that refresh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, YouTube has been doing this recently, by the way. In fact, hold on. I want to also show another example of this as a side tangent, because why not have some time to kill? Wow, I just made this really big. Let me go to my Watch Later playlist, which I'm pretty sure is private because I have a lot of patron-specific content on here from Pessimist Productions. But one thing is on here that... Oh, well, I guess I have to go to the actual Patreon. Okay, then. Whoa. Oh, no. Vanilla, no. Vanilla? I just dropped my grinder. God damn it. There we go. I have to fucking log in. I thought I was logged in, you asshole. Oh my god, I have to do the whole process. Do I really need to go through this just to show one example? I guess I do. Because I am that determined for everybody. I have determinism in my blood. Verify this device. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just not, dude. I'm not. Whatever. I understand I wish to proceed because this is just a video, dude. Big fucking... Just fuck YouTube, dude. Oh my god. I thought I had this shit already dealt with. Anyway. Go back to the show. There we go. Ugh. Alright, well. Honestly, I don't know if I have much to say. I'm probably just gonna shit all over white nationalism. That's probably what you're just gonna hear me do for, like, however long. Unless there's something actually credible worth, like, talking. But whatever. Anyway. Where's my weed? Where is my weed? Oh boy, here it is. Oh no. Oh man, it smells good in here. Well, I think I'll just play this video. Here we go. Oh my god, look at this glorious sword.
The concept of a white ethno-state simply means a country of European people whose immigration policy ensures that their ethnicity remains the majority. Yes, folks, European people are ethnic too. It's not just a term to describe non-white spiciness.
What?
Swedish, German, Icelandic, Estonian.
Okay.
These are examples of European ethnicities, also known as people of the HWite race. But
White race. Yeah. Okay. Okay, then.
they haven't needed to call themselves ethno-nationalists or an ethno-state because it's stating the obvious. Their nation is made up of people sharing the same ethnicity. They just call themselves a nation, a country, and there can be many flavors of European nationalism. They also don't call themselves white nationalists because they are not a generic white. They are a unique and different ethnicity. They are Finns, Celts, Spaniards, Slavs, Anglos, and so on. And I'd add that before European nations as we know them today existed, we even had more European diversity as the European continent consisted of thousands of interesting European tribes with unique languages and culture. Even
Literally, this video is just explaining, just like, culturally, like, about Europe and white people in a very broad, general blanket. I guess because I'm not viewing it as, or at least under, like, some racist lens or some shit. But it's just like, yeah, but guess what? Just because they're white doesn't make them any different than, you know, all the minority tribes and shit that, you know, were sprouting at the same time in Africa or in Asia Minor or in Asia itself or even in America and South America too, to some extent. So what's your point? White people can do it too? Ooh. Oh shit. Watch out for the fucking white people. Oh, damn. OG Masters over here. Dude, I'm a white guy and I find this silly, dude. Am I, like, perpetuating my white guilt? I think I am.
more distinct than now. I'd actually prefer that than what we have now. Today there are around
What? You prefer to have, like, multiple, like, paganistic Germanic cultures warring against each other over minor or political strives or family disputes and shit? Like, damn. Dude, do you even Crusader Kings 2, bro? Like, do you Crusader Kings 2, bro? Do you, like, go Total War Attila on me, bro? Like, come on. Have you seen what, like, you know, my neighboring factions would do to me? They'll just betray me over the slightest thing, dude. Like, fuck that. Nah. I mean, goddamn, I'd face fuck you to death, but holy shit. And by death, I mean, like, my death, because, like, I'm pretty sure you just hashtag me too my dick off, and then I would just die from bleeding out. So anyway, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't die. You'd be probably fine at the end. You'd probably just be traumatized, but you hashtag me too. You did the hashtag me too to me. You hashtag me too my dick off, so it'll be okay. It's okay. I mean, I'll help start the trend. Whoever the fuck you are, just talking about European culture that just happens to be white, I guess, and how diverse it is, which also shows how diverse Homo sapiens are too. Like, do you just not, like, really? Like, just because on a specific plot of dirt and you happen to be white, and happen to be able to do the same diverse cultural, like, tribal shit and, and everything, like with this whole map you were plopping out earlier or whatever, like this, like, put that in Asia or North America or in Africa, you're going to get about just as many random little names of different tribes and ethnicities of different cultures and shit. Like, there's even, like, ethnicities in Africa and shit that war in these other countries too. Like, I can't really, like, name off any specifics, but I've heard, like, there's been, like, cultural, ethnic, conflicts and shit in, like, Kenya and stuff like that. So it's not like blacks have their own problems too. It's not like, these other ethnic, people and these other minorities and shit have their own problems too, ethnically. It's like, big deal. You're white. That makes you special somehow? How? Because I'm pretty sure it's the fact that we're all fucking Homo sapiens is that makes us unique in that way. How diverse and cultural we are and shit. It doesn't make us special or superior. It's cool that I have, my ethnicity going to, like, fucking Scandinavia and shit, and, and Anglo-Saxony and shit like that, in Britannia, or at least for me, I think it's cool. I like it. Does it make me special? Not really. Big whoop. I'm just another Homo sapien who just happened to have these particular genes. Anyway.
In ethnicity over time, as they left Europe, remained separate, and formed their own culture and even physical look through time. However, within these countries there are plenty of Europeans who retained their ethnic roots, German, Dutch, English, French, etc. And these colonies too were ethnostates until anti-white poison entered into
What? Anti-white poison. God. Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. Oh. Oh god. Oh fuck. God damn. What the fuck does that even mean, dude? What the fuck does that mean? Ignar.exe has stopped working. What the fuck? God damn it. What the fuck? Okay. Oh fuck. Oh god damn. I'm crying. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, what the fuck? What? It's I think. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I need to. Okay. Okay. All right. Anti-white poison. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh god. Wow. Wow. All right. I'm just all right. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. All right. Oh man. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say. Oh man. Okay. Oh my god. All right. This bitch broke me, dude. This bitch broke me. Okay. I'm afraid to move on. I'm scared of what else she's gonna say, dude. God damn, dude. Wow. Anti-white poison. Okay, I said it there without bursting, so I think I've collected myself now. Holy shit. Wow. All right. Well, man. Wow. I knew I was gonna expect something, but I didn't expect this, dude. Oh my god. Wow. So, because other groups, let's actually try to deconstruct this a little bit. Let's try to deconstruct. So this bitch thinks, because she was talking about how whites have, like, fucking, migrated and shit, eventually, became more solidarity, so you got more distinct, like with French, English, stuff like that. But other ethnicities did the same, like in Africa, Asia, Middle East, all these other random places. And it's anti-white poison. They're literally doing the same thing you're doing, you fucking bimbo. Oh my god. I honestly laugh at these white nationalists and shit. We really don't call ourselves white nationalists. We just call ourselves, ethno-states and shit. It's like, ethno-nationalists because, we honestly particularly in our own ethnicity, not really the whiteness about it. Every time I see far white or far right white nationalists on the internet who are in Europe, it's mainly because, white power. It's not Estonian power or Swedish power. It's white power. That's what they're calling for. I don't think that's, sure they have their pride in their specific whiteness. Yes. But it's the fact that they're white is what they're truly proud of. So, points mute, bitch. Oh my god. She's been staring. Man, that face really didn't help when I was in that laughing fit at all, dude. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I get myself into, dude? Let's just keep going. Let's fuck it.
They didn't need to call it that, but that is what it was. I'm going to say what all you think and know to be true. It can never, ever, ever be too white. It's never white enough.
Oh my god, I can't take this seriously, dude. What the fuck is this? God damn it! I can't take this. Okay, I can't take this seriously, dude. I can't take this seriously. I can't. I'm not gonna take this seriously anymore. I just can't. I won't. I just won't. I can't and won't. Fuck off if you want me to construct this or deconstruct this. I won't. I just can't anymore. I did for a little bit. That's what you get. The rest of me is gonna laugh at this shit. Like, what the fuck? American century. Look how long this boat is. It's about as big as America's dick. bitch. It's about as big as a white man's dick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Man, my throat's fucked up. Drink, 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 drink.
The honest truth is that most states like Oregon and Minnesota and on,
Oh, hey, I got a shout out. Hey, you have no right to shout me out, you bitch. Fuck you. We don't support you.
were great places to live until diversity was forced in our communities as an act of hate, bringing...
Okay, I actually live in Oregon, so motherfucker, I can actually contest you. You fucking bimbo. You wanna know what's brought Portland down a lot? Is not diversity. It's actually class. It's a lot of, like, because we have, like, to rent or even buy a place here, like an apartment or whatever, to rent out, like, the inflation, that the housing market and the inflation in it is absurd. It's expensive. It's fucking absurdly expensive here because a lot of the tech industry and higher class people in these industries, in the business sector and everything like that, they all come over here, which causes more poverty, which causes more instability. So Oregon is still a very great place to live. Don't get me wrong. But it's not diversity, you fucking retard. Fuck off.
With it all forms of nothing good. European people are the only people on the face of the earth who are told they're evil for wanting to determine their own destiny.
Really? Tell that to the Islamic State. Granted, they're not all specifically tied to a race, but most of them are Arabic ethnically. So, since we're talking about ethnicity, might as well put Arabs and ethnicity in the mix. I'm pretty sure they're one of the couple out there that are the, quote, most hated. I don't think it's just whites. And also, I think a lot of ethnicities have their fair share of hates. So, whites got it bad and we got our feelings hurt too. We're marginalized. No, we're not. Like, if anything, we've been doing most of the suppression and oppression, but guess what? Those were my ancestors. And those were yours too. Maybe not specifically ours or yours, but we don't have any control of that anymore. All I'm going to do is look ahead. I don't give a fuck what happened in the past anymore. I can look back at it. We can study it, talk about it, you know, explain how we feel about the past, you know, and things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that. But to dread on it and to be like, ugh, you know, it used to be so much better, or whatever the fuck, you know, this bullshit is. Nah. I'd rather not, or, you know, have this weird guilt over something that I had no control over. Nah, I got other things to worry about. I have better priorities. So that also includes with this whole, like, oh, you know, we're marginalized as shit. Like, no, we're not. And even if we were, I could give a fuck less. I got other things to worry about. I got, you know, college. I just, you know, I got another term that's about to start. You know, about, you know, I got a license that I need to get, you know, driver's license. I got this podcast I'm trying to start. You know, I'm 21. Other responsibilities I need to consider and shit, you know. I got myself to think about. You know, there's other things I gotta prioritize. So this whole, so you and your problems, shove it up your ass. Don't care. Anti-white poison and shit. Like, I'm not taking you seriously, and this isn't white guy who's telling you this. I'm surprised anyone takes these white nationalists seriously. This is why free speech is a thing. Because I can go on your platform. Well, I guess, Right Wing Watch is, putting you out there so I can see you. But you're allowed to say this, and then I can be on my platform and say how much you're a fucking retarded bimbo cunt. That's why we have free speech. Which actually, I want to do an IGNARISM on this, which I've been meaning to for a while. I need to get IGNARISM on free speech here, but anyway, digressing from that point. Let's just finish off this last 1 minute of this video and just see what other funny, retarded points she has to say. Or maybe there might be something decent in there, I don't know. You never know. Might as well watch these videos in full. There might be a little smudge of gold in there, squeezed in there in this pile of dog shit. You never know.
Wanting a country of their own for their people. Well, the time of being guilted and manipulated is over. To me, the most important thing is preserving a white majority in European countries for a multitude of reasons, and I don't care what you want to call it. The future of our children, and literally of mankind, depends on us speaking the truth loudly against anti-white leftist lies which have infected the West. You may snicker at me now, but years from now, people will watch this and say,
Shut up. Okay.
She was right. For if we don't,
No, you weren't. You're not. You're wrong.
Now and
You're wrong.
The progeny of Western civilization, the world has yet to see the sort of evil that will come.
Oh my God. How wrong can you be? Lance Wallnow, a random lunatic, says there was never a white supremacist movement in the United States. Speaking of white supremacy, we got a little, this little theme. We had 2 PragerU blocks. We had a nice little thing of PragerU. Now we have white supremacists. And then we have Pat Robertson trying to imitate Yoda for a moment of time. So, yeah, there we go. Come on, okay. Pat Robertson looking like, look at him. You can't say he's not imitating Yoda. If you give him the ears, give him the fucking ears and make him green, he would be Yoda. But he wouldn't be as wise as Yoda. He doesn't have the superior intellect of Yoda. He's not worthy of that throne. He worships false idols. I'm gonna load a bowl here before I start this, sir. Aw, I'm out of drink. Do I dare open another one and like chug it for these last videos? Nah. I don't know if I... Nah. I got tea down here, do I? Yeah. I'll be good. I'll be good. Oh, man. Wow. That was just awful. Like, the first half of that video was just shit that it's like, okay. Alright. You're saying stuff that the rest of the world, or at least the rest of the Homo sapiens in the world, are capable of. Oh my God. Anyway, as I was saying, it's just like, you're just basically saying like, look how diverse ethnic white people were. Yeah? Look how diverse ethnic black people were. Look how diverse ethnic Arabic people were. Look how, diverse Asian people were. I mean, holy fuck. I mean, Asians are very diverse. I mean, you got the Koreans. I mean, you got kind of 2 distinct Koreans now. I mean, you got the North and the South. I mean, by this time, there has to be some, like, significant differences between the 2 Koreans ethnically a little bit. By this time, a little bit. I mean, they can blend right back together and it'll just be a temporary, like, little split in the, in their line, but whatever. Anyway, and then you got the Japanese, Chinese, and also you got the, various minorities in the Chinese, like, in China, like I don't even know where to start because I don't even know any of them. But I know like Tibetan is like one, and they also have their own country, I guess, supposedly, or something like that. I don't know. Like there's Nepal, India, all these fucking places, and then within them, there's just all sorts of other diverse ethnic cultures. So guess what? White people ain't special. They're not special in this department. Because guess what? Homo sapiens, which means humans, which means everybody, is special in that department because we all do it. It's what we do. It's literally all in our blood and in our DNA. Whites aren't special. The whites aren't special. Okay? Sorry to burst your bubble, white nationalists, but you're not special, you fucking insecure little bitch. I mean, this guy right here, this, like, smeared dog turd of a man with a mop on his head, like a dead ferret or some shit, or a dead possum, like, this is just, like, one of your superior intellectuals or something? Because I guess there was never a white supremacist movement in the United States, which is laughable. Let's start.
This weekend in Washington. That was sheer manipulated news cycles. We had this white supremacist thing, white supremacy, white. There is no white supremacist movement in the United States, and the proof of it is only 24 people showed up.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. There never was, by the way, there never was a white supremacist.
So let's just forget the Charlottesville rally last year. Let's forget the KKK used to be a thing. Let's forget that neo-Nazis are a thing. Like, let's just forget all these various different white nationalist movements are, out and about. The alt-right movement, well, at least mainly the neo-Nazis of the alt-right movement, because I guess there's, like, the alt-light and then the alt-right, and then, like, the ethno-statist alt-right, whatever the fuck, I don't know. They're all the same to me. I don't give a shit. There's the alt-light and alt-right. That's the only difference in my mind. Anyway, you're going to forget all that happened.
Movement in the United States. And if you want to really drive Democrats crazy, the KKK and Jim Crow laws
hey, let's mention that, but
did have a history in the United States, but they were all in democratic states.
Oh, but let's not mention the political shift when the LBJ era, where a lot of the Dixiecrats went Republican, and then the political shift went, the Republicans were more right, and then the Democrats were more left. You're just going to throw that out the window, you fucking idiot. Lecturer and author of God's Chaos Candidate. You fucking idiot. Well, you're on the Jim Baker Show. Of course you're going to be a fucking moron.
Not a single Republican state. So what does that tell you?
Not a single Republican. Maybe back then. Today, though, bitch, you are a fucking moron. Oh, my God.
That tells you that a makeover's been done politically so that the Republicans and the Christians are being smeared by a spirit of Leviathan to look as though they're the right-wing extremists. So unite the right.
So it's a Leviathan. What? Oh my God! That's how you're gonna. Whoa! My mic almost like tipped away and like flew away. No, stay here, bitch. So you're gonna just. That's your cop-out excuse? Oh my God, what a delusional freak. You live in a fantasy world. Deluded reality.
I believe was organized by the left. I believe Unite the Right was organized by the left in order.
No, it wasn't, you fucking... Oh my god. Oh. You are a faggoty retard. I think I need another drink. Yeah. I was gonna say nah. But nah turned to yeah. Oh god. I didn't think I was, but this well, hey, at least this shit's good. Oh, it didn't even want to open. God damn it, you asshole. Open up. I couldn't get that true ASMR experience and get all the nice sizzles. At least you get that. You get that nice ASMR experience. Probably won't finish it all, but fuck it. Oh, man. Dude. What is with these, like, Christians and their spiritual wars, dude? Like, this isn't some weird spiritual war that's happening, bro. Like, I can't fathom it because I don't think like this. So I can't, like, someone's gonna have to, like, go in the comments on, like, why, fuck, man. I mean, you know, in a way I do because they're just trying to push their own personal narrative out and, you know, using religion as their main premise for it. But at the same time, it's just like, there's got to be more than that. There's got to be more, something, dude. Fuck. Like, they have to, like in some, like, in some part of me, like, they have to have, like, some mental fucking illness or something. In a way, a lot of these people, unfortunately, do. It didn't get exploited and manipulated like that. It's pretty sad if you actually think about it, because I have you know, anecdotal stories of people who I know are genuinely, like, have mental illness and are devotees of religion. It's just like, you're just being manipulated. Like, your already unstable mind is just being more manipulated. And, you know, your unstable view of reality is just getting more diluted and unstable. That's why religion is just a fucking disease in my mind.
Order to get all of the left-wing activists funded, because if you go to Washington, it's a weird thing. If you ever go to a hotel in Washington, you'll be at the Hilton, and there'll be a poster out in the lobby of 20 left-wing organizations all meeting in different rooms. And they're all related to the protests going on, because the protest is theater. You go to Washington to stage a protest for the media, not for the politicians. The politicians don't even look at it. They go home and look at it on the news. And so what you had was a massive surge of fundraising to the left off of an artificial, fictional white supremacist movement, which, of course, is right-wing. It's Unite the Right.
Oh, my God. What about the whole Tea Party movement, too? I mean, that was another... It's not white supremacist, but it was a white right-wing movement, which also was paid off by a lot of the establishment Republicans, too. It was a Koch-funded movement, which actually was proven. But, yeah, some protests get funded. That happens sometimes. Some of them aren't. I mean, what the fuck is this? What is that? Is that P.O. Box? Oh my god. Oh man, all these delusional old freaks. Look at that bald. Look at this bald thumb of a man. Oh god.
And when in fact no one on the right is into that. It's the left that is into racial politics.
Both sides are interracial politics, you dipshit. The left perpetrates it with forced diversity. And then the right perpetrates it as white nationalism. It's both sides, you fucking idiot. Acknowledge your side as much as your own, as much as the other side. Ugh. Oh my god. Fucking idiot. Alright, our last one for this video. Oh god. Am I still alive? Is there another toddler to suck the spiritual soul out of, to suck the life essence and preserve my own? I could just... We should just leave his picture up and just let me just fuck on him just this entire time. We don't even need him to say anything because this guy's a fucking deranged dementia-induced lunatic anyway. Like, what the fuck is his face, dude? Like, am I gonna get, like age restricted for these lips? Like, those mysteriously look like pussy lips there, dude. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Pat Robertson, you look like a demented, like, half-melted ghoul. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man. I'm not excited for this. There's 3 minutes of the shit. 3 minutes of Pat Robertson is like 3 hours. Because it's Pat Robertson. Oh god. Here we go.
Story should shock the daylights out of it. I mean, you ought to do something about it. It's an outrage. Little teeny children, as young as 2 years old, being exposed to cross-dressers, homosexuals who dress up as women. And
what? Citation needed.
And are called so-called drag queen.
Queen. What? Drag queen. Drag king. These homosexuals are being exposed to 2-year-old toddler babies and drag kings are... Am I alive? I can barely open my left eye right here. I'm like half paralyzed at this point. I can't feel my toes, so I'm trying to wiggle them. Can you see the Martha? Did you remember to put the Viagra in my seltzer? I can just fuck on him, dude. I don't even give a fuck what he's saying. I can just fuck on him.
Say, well, that's something maybe for some weird television show or something, but no, it's from us, it's a few miles away from this place where I'm sitting right now in this studio. There's a library where they're hosting these events where men are dressed as women and they've got all kinds of makeup on and they're...
Sounds kinky. I wouldn't mind going checking that out. So don't send a fucking 2-year-old there. I mean, yeah, I'll say it's a little irresponsible for a parent to send a 2-year-old to that event. But boo fucking who? So what if that happens? I'll be like, I wouldn't really have your kid open to this quite yet. Especially at 2 years. At like 8 years old, sure. You know, they'll probably have questions, and I'll answer them. But at 2, I'll wait a little bit. But whatever. I don't even know if they're gonna fucking know at that point. Would they even remember?
They're men acting like women.
Think of the children, because the men are acting like women with the transsexual genders. Oh, did you get my Ambien?
And they used to, out in San Francisco, used to call them he-she's. And they're reading books to children. And it's called the Drag Queen Story Hour. Well, you'd better get outraged about this, and many people are, but library officials cited a recent event in Virginia and said it fits their city's vision of inclusion and diversity. Give me a break. If you read the Bible...
Which I don't, by the way, or want to. But, wah. Some drag queens are reading books to children. And what are you doing? Sitting on your old ass, ranting or raving about fairy tales in front of a TV screen? I guess it's not really any better, but considering that your audience is the same age as you, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'd rather have, like, a drag queen read a book to my kid. So what? I mean, they're probably not even reading books about drag queens. They're probably just happen to be drag queens reading books to kids. Boo fucking who? Like, what would be different than, like, a church going to a library reading books to children? Or, you know, a fucking LGBT movement doing it. Or, you know, a fucking political movement doing it. Because why not? Help fundraise or some shit. I don't know. Name a group. Like a wildlife organization or environmental organization, you know, brought a bunch of environmental books to read to children because, hey, they want to spread their word or whatever. Like, when? If parents don't want their kids exposed to it, don't have them go over there. Leave the library for a little bit. Wait for the event to end. Or just don't, you know, just don't go around that part of the library at that time. Just... You know, big deal. Get the fuck over it, you triggered, insecure, sensitive old fart that is sucking the life essence out of children himself.
There are a couple of cities where they actually, the men tried to have sex with angels who were then as male figures, and God destroyed those cities. And the crime was called, subsequent to that, it was called sodomy. This whole thing is just an...
Oh, mentioning Sodom and Gomorrah story. Oh, by the way, the outcome of that story is Locke, his daughters got him drunk and incestually raped him. Yeah, God sounds like a champion because those are God's chosen people out of those places. He found them, and the two daughters of that family incestually raped their dad. Christian moral values, am I right? You insipid old fuck. A disease. You're infected with a disease.
Outrage. It's an affront in the eyes of God. And I think that's what we're trying to do, is to stick our fingers in God's eyes and say, okay, Lord, you thought you were making people men and women. And that's what the Bible says. Male and female, he made them, as part of his creation. But we're going to fix it so that we're going to confuse the sexes. We're going to confuse everything you're doing, and then we're going to murder as much as if we have offspring as a result of our sexual activity out of marriage, we're going to kill the offspring, and we'll stick our fingers in your eye and show you who's boss. That was the original crime. That's what led to the destruction of the Tower of Babel. And it's what led to the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. And the United States of America is on very slippery ground. I did a little...
What fucking delusions and Whoops. That was my bottle cap opener. It's a wallet-sized little bottle cap opener. It's really useful. Anyway, what type of fucking delusions grandeur are you believing in, dude? Oh my god. Ugh. How can you even believe that? How can anyone believe this, dude? Oh my... Oh man, I'm so glad that atheism is at least slowly on the rise. At least there's some rationalism being induced. Because what is rational about this? What is there any, like, this is completely irrational, delusional, dementia-induced lunacy. Ugh. I mean, I forgot who said it, but there was this philosopher who famously said that religion is opiate to the masses, and it truly is. So look how irrational it makes people. I mean, and look how, like, irrational, like, an opioid addiction it can make somebody. I mean, we've seen that with the opioid crisis here in America. So, you know, religion's just sick. I just fucking hate it. I do. Not Christianity specifically, just religion. Like, I don't have a problem with someone's specifically having a belief in it, but the concept in itself, I hate. Because I find it to just be regressive, like, deconstructive, to be manipulative. Like, I find it to be very destructive to, especially the progress of what society is, trying to do. So, I mean, just religion in general is fucked up. And people can point to Islam or Catholicism or Christianity for all, specific problems. Islam with, refugees and terrorism. Catholicism with pedophilia. Christianity with a lot of gay bigotry and shit like this. But, I think some people tend to miss the bigger picture of that. Which is, how about religion in general, which perpetrates all these ideas, is fucked up? Not that these certain religions have testaments that, push these ideas. How about it's just that religion encourages fucked up tenements to be pushed? And every religion has them. And then they encourage those to be pushed through. It's just religion in a whole is a problem. And as much as, I agree with everyone's criticisms of everyone's particular religion, I just have an issue with just, like, all of them are the problem. All of them are. Sure, you can pick out which ones have a more, severe problem in whichever where. Doesn't fucking matter. They're all the problem. And you should probably deal with the problem as a whole picture instead of, nitpicking at one. Well, let's see what this last, 40 seconds of this bullshit is. And I guess this nice little right-wing lunacy segment, derangement, syndrome, rant, fuckery, whatever is done and concluded. Well, fuck me. I guess this is what the counterculture was about, but granted, a lot of them are older folks, but, I got a lot of that new wave conservatism. I don't know. I think I'm embracing the counterculture, guys.
Feature with Scott Ross, and we'll talk about how to be blessable. That's one of the things that we're going to make available. But one of the things was, God bless America. How is God going to bless America if we put our finger in his eyes repeatedly? And that's what we're doing. So
we do that with the First Amendment, you fucking retarded, dementia-induced ghoul of a vampire of a man. Are you fucking stupid? The First Amendment allows freedom of religious expression, which means I could be a Satanist and have the free right to be that. Constitutionally, it spits in the eye of your God. And I encourage it. Because fuck your God. How about that? Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. Destroying 2 cities, and then his chosen, family out of that, ancestrally raped their, or at least the daughters, ancestrally raped their dad, had incest babies. Nice Christian family values that you're pushing there. Nice. Love it.
It's not just some library that's going to be in trouble. It's the whole population when God brings judgment.
Oh my God, I'd love to see that day, because it's never going to happen. Because you're a delusional fucking moron. That's also what I think of you, Pat Robertson. You're worth less than that burp. Anyway, well, that's the end of this little video block. Damn. Well, where's my mouse? There it is. Cool. Alright, well, shit. Yeah, I type in PragerU 'cause I was like, you know what? What are they doing? But, yeah, there's my homepage. Oh, shit. Oh, I've been doing some research on the side for, like, a history segment and I've been checking out documentaries of East Germany, so, yeah, some I recommended, but, you know, you might see some of that in the future, but a lot of my projects I'm postponing until I get the desktop, so, you know, I'll still do these, though, but, you know, a lot of it, I feel like it's just better if I wait, you know what I mean? Wait until I got a better setup, because that's around the corner. It's around the corner, so, you know, I think it's just better for the patience. Patience is a virtue, because I'm a virtue-signaling leftist libtard socialist commie. And I got wrecked. Jimmy Whisper wrecked me earlier. Showed me a picture of Ocasio-Cortez with a shirt that said free shit. Sent it to me on Twitter. It said Venezuela. I fucking was wrecked, dude. I got wrecked. Anyway, this has been Ignar coming at you. Hold up. I got a little bit left in this bowl. I got a drink left. I am going to finish the drink and this bowl for you guys before I leave. Even though you can't see it. Not yet, at least. I'll get a camera eventually. It will be soon. Next investment, I promise. Whoa. Oh shit. It's Skeety. Alright, you glorious cunts. I'll see you in the next stream, next video, next whatever. I don't know. But until then, I think I'll see you next time, because I am significantly fucked up now. But peace out.